everybody. It's time to tune in and turn on your happy. You're watching The Kelly Williams Show. Don't forget, you can watch it anytime on the best network ever, Your Home TV. And you can also stream it live on Roku. So get ready, because it's time for The Kelly Williams Show. All right. Good morning, everybody. I am live with my good friend, community advocate, and motivational speaker, the one, the only, Gary Bolton, everybody. Yay!
Hey, good morning. How you doing, Miss Kelly?
Hey, good, Gary. How are you today?
You know what? I'm very thankful. It's a blessed and wonderful day. We got a little sunshine. It's peeking out the windows. You might see a glare.
Yeah.
Love your smile. Your glasses are, man, you're on point.
Thank you. Well, you know, we got to do a little show together about a year and a half ago, and we've been trying to get together again, and I'm really excited because we are going to be talking to Gary about his fundraiser to get him back to being more independent and have more freedom. And so we're going to talk to him about that. But Gary, really quickly, how long have you been in the Clear Lake area?
Pretty much all my life. It's hard to get away from here. You leave, but you always come back. You kind of know how that is, right?
Exactly. It is a great place. You graduated from high school in the Clear Lake, Texas area.
Yes, ma'am. Clear Lake High School, right outside of Houston.
Nice.
Yes, ma'am.
And you attended college where?
I went to San Jack, tried to do the fast track. And then I did a little bit of schooling in Austin. Well, then life took a turn on me and brought me back. So now I'm back in Houston, and I'm, still studying, trying to do little courses here and there to stay up to date. I swear, technology and information, you can't keep up with it so fast. So,
I agree. Well, really quickly, I've known you for a little while now, but I want you to tell everybody you had a car accident that kind of changed the course of your life a lot. Can you tell us when that happened and what happened?
Well, when we think of car accidents, it's either a little fender bender or it could be a tragedy.
Yeah.
I like to look at it in a different point of view. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
But it was tragic. And now it's giving me purpose. So back in 2009, after I left Clear Lake, Texas, I saw, Clear Lake, guys, is not clear. It's brown water.
Yeah.
I am definitely a water guy. Sometimes I'm always in turtle mode, even in my power wheelchair. I like to go to the water, come back to land. So I saw the opportunity to move to Austin, Texas in 2008. I wanted to continue my studies out there at community college. And packed my bags, moved out there in 2008, enrolled into school to try to finish my bachelor's. I didn't quite finish it. When I was out there, I was going to school, living my life, enjoying the lake, boating, friends, fitness, live music, capital. During, May 14, 2009, we were traveling back. My brother and a group of friends were traveling back to Houston for Mother's Day weekend. So we all carpooled back home. We're coming down a dark road on 290 through Brenham. Somehow some cows got loose. It's very dark out there.
Yeah.
cows don't have reflectors on them.
No.
We were all driving responsibly, cruise control. We hit a cow about 65 miles an hour.
Wow.
Rolled the truck 7 times. Unfortunately, I didn't make the best decision. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt in the back seat. It isn't against the law when you're 18 and up to not wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
So, regardless, my friends, always buckle up. Like,
Yeah.
whether you're going 2 minutes down the road or 2.5 hours trip, safety first. Safety first. I'm reckless, but I'm still insurable. Thank you, X Insurance. No, they're actually a brand, and I'm a brand ambassador with them, and I partnered with them. They got on the pledge challenge as well. We'll get into that on the fundraiser side.
Yes.
Yeah, so 2009, I broke my neck, my cervical area, C456. I had a spinal cord injury, which left me as a quadriplegic. So yeah, I'm wheelchair bounded. I'm sure everybody's probably seen me roll around once or twice. But like I said, it was tragic, but it was a blessing. There was a family behind us in like a minivan full of kids. We were in a big truck. If they probably would have hit the cow first, no telling what would have happened. It probably been very devastating. But yet, the van behind us was our miracle 911 call. So,
Wow.
Rendering emergency aid us.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I broke my neck. I went through a window, but stayed in the vehicle, and
Wow.
I don't know.
Amazing.
Shaved my ear off. They sewed it back on.
Wow.
Went to ICU. Tried to get the neck spinal cord injury infusion. And then we went on to physical therapy. Shout out to Tier Memorial Hermann Hospital, number 2 best rehabilitation rehab hospitals out here in Houston. So yeah, I could probably go on a little bit more, but maybe you have more questions to ask. Or
Yeah, no, this is good. And you're literally a miracle.
we all
And
are miracles.
yeah.
We're here today. We're a miracle.
That's right. That's right. I love that. Well, Gary, what's great about having you on the show today is because I know so many people know you. Of course, you're pretty famous out in the Clear Lake, Houston Bay Area, but you took this opportunity of this journey that God has allowed you to experience, and you have actually been helping other people. You're a motivational speaker for others, and you do a whole lot of really great things. Well, you are right now, you're having and I'm going to put it up on the screen. It is the Giving Tuesday, December 3rd, which is coming up next week, to raise money to help you do what?
Well, I partnered up with Help Hope Live back in 2012. One of my therapists says, "Hey, I know you have a lot of medical expenses and you need certain adaptive aids and durable equipment. Yes, I have insurance. It's great, but they want to deny everything. They don't want to pay for everything. And in time and need, that goes for anyone that's had a catastrophic injury or a life-changing event. Help Hope Live is actually a platform where they do grassroots fundraising. A lot of people heard of GoFundMe. That's great.
Yeah.
GoFundMe has no formal campaign coordinator or support team or someone to help the family. So Help Hope Live is actually based out of Radnor, I believe, Radnor, Ohio,
Wow.
and they have been such a great advocacy too, because they have chapters in all over the United States.
Yeah.
I'm part of the South Central Catastrophic Injury Fund. So we set up this fund slash page where I could share my journey of, I guess, rolling to walk again. And over the years, I live comfortably, have a roof on my head, food in my mouth, clothes on my back, an extra room or a couch for someone to come surf off of, wonderful caregivers, and I'm very blessed for that.
Yeah.
And at this time, and it was the same thing almost 15 years ago, I was in need of reliable, wheelchair accessible van
Yeah.
to transport me. I roll around in like a 500-pound wheelchair.
Yeah.
And it's not like I can just hop in a regular car or an SUV or a truck. I literally have to be transported myself and the chair and put into a vehicle.
Yeah.
But that requires a very expensive wheelchair ramp. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the market of that, but the ramp that I normally would use is made by Brown Ability. Great company. They do wheelchair accessible ramps for minivans, full size vans,
Nice.
SUVs. These things range from about 10,000 to maybe $30,000 depending on the vehicle you have. And
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm sure everybody makes a living, but 20, 30,000 for a lift, and I'm actually going to be campaigning for the rest of this year and going into next year. It's taken me 17 years to get my license back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess I got turned into the medical review board or whatever, DOT.
Yeah.
Yanked my license away from me because I was incapacitated and wasn't able to drive anymore. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, what's interesting about you saying that, Gary, that probably happens to so many people.
Oh yeah.
People don't think about that. That, it's you don't really have control over that. And if they decide that, you may not be able to drive right now, they're gonna take it from you and then wait and then you have to get it back. But 17 years is a long time. I mean, and you're everywhere. You go everywhere. And you actually host a lot of events yourself.
I seem like I go everywhere, but I'm very engaging in the community. I try to show up to events.
Yeah.
I am dependent on others. I'm very thankful for the people that are able to put up with me. Ladies, you think y'all are high maintenance? You haven't seen nothing yet.
Hey, at least you admit it.
Yeah.
So, Gary, what now? We were talking about if somebody wants to sponsor this fundraiser you're having or donate money to it, which is going to help, good. What will the money help you purchase? Where's the money going?
Okay, so let me tell you. So Help Hope Live is a 501c3 charity.
Okay.
They're a 5-star rating through Charity Navigator. With that, they set the fund up. So anybody that casts a pledge from $1 to whatever, or if they like to sponsor, like you or your business would like to be a sponsor of this endeavor, we're fundraising. The vehicle costs $120,000.
Yes.
I'm actually fundraising for 50 of it.
Okay.
Saved some money of my own. I've submitted for some grants. I'm going through the process as getting back to employment. And what we're doing is what Texas Workforce Commission, they said, hey, Mr. Bolton, we can help give you a little bit of a grant to help modify your van. We can't pay for all of it. And I've been on this list for 2 years.
Wow.
So talk about patience is a virtue.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I have an older van. It was like a 2004 over 220,000 miles.
Yeah.
Had a good life. Was the third owner when I got it almost 8-10 years ago.
Yeah.
And the wheelchair ramp broke, falling out. It's unsafe. When you open up the side doors, the ramp just falls right out.
Oh gosh.
I feel for my caregiver. She's a wonderful person, a mother.
Yeah.
I don't think a woman needs a 200-pound ramp just coming out on her face. That's very dangerous.
No, that's dangerous. Well, let me ask you this. So, what do you think the total goal that you would like to raise, hopefully by next year, as soon as possible, so you can get a van, you can get your ramp, but things you need on a day-to-day basis, so that you have your freedom back.
Well, we're doing a pledge challenge right now, and I have people involved. Thank you, Dash Gordon. A lot of people know the Dash Gordon Foundation. He jumped on the pledge. What we're doing in our pillars in the community, small businesses, organizations, they opt in. What we're doing is raising $50,000. We're actually making it fun. It's a challenge for me. As I've been doing my adaptive driving to a vocational driving instructor.
Yeah.
I literally had to learn how to drive using my GIMP hands as the steering wheel controller, the gas, the brake.
Oh yeah.
Wow, what a learning curve.
Yeah, was that hard to learn?
It's a little different. Most people drive with their feet.
Yeah.
Gas and brake on your right foot.
Yeah.
A standard. Now you're riding with 2 feet with your clutch. It's complex, but it actually came pretty naturally over time.
Oh, that's good.
And we had to do a lot of testing, and it's like going to a seating mobility clinic to get seated for a custom wheelchair that fits.
Oh, well, I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like we might have lost Gary. Well, thank you everybody for watching today. Not sure what happened over there, but we will get Gary back on another time and finish talking about his day of giving, which is coming up this next Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, to help him raise funds to go to a new van and equipment and medical things that he needs. So if you're able to do that, scan this right now or scan it, find out more. You can go to Help Hope Live, Gary Bolton. It's a 501c3, and you are able to give to that and help him. So we love Gary. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will have him. Well, we might have him back on. Nope. We'll have him back on again to talk about this amazing journey he's on and how he's helping so many others while he's trying to gain back some of his freedom. And we want to help support him on that journey. So thank you guys for watching. Ah, there he is.
Hey,
yay!
Somebody was calling her. I'm back.
I'm back, guys. Yes, so I always have doctors calling me and interrupting my day. Here's my tagline: I'm a professional patient practicing patience, sharing positive vibes and prayers.
That's
Because
right.
what is a professional patient? Well, I spend about 40 hours a week dealing with professionals to make sure I'm a good patient. I got to stay on top of them. It's a process. I don't know where we left off on this, but to get to the point, we're trying to raise money to get this van through Help Hope Live. It's a Braun Ability wheelchair accessible van. I'm looking at a Toyota van. With that, we're going to put some very expensive adaptive hand controls on it, made by Electric Mobility Controls. These controls are like $50,000.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And what sucks is the stipulation to get the grant from Texas Workforce Commission. I have to have a van that is less than 4 years old and under, I think, 30,000 miles.
Yeah.
I never imagined buying a brand new vehicle, never mind a vehicle that's worth $100,000. I didn't win the lottery, so, that's a little, it's a little pricey, but it's a very necessary piece of equipment to get me from A to B, from my therapy, church, my social events, working, doing my advocacy. My biggest challenge is with independence. I'm so codependent. So with me being accountable, I got to be able to count on everything else around my life, whether it's people, technology, transportation, you name it. So it's a very complex. Your mother and your husband, y'all have a family. You have ways you do things that work, things that don't work. There's a process. And we got to respect the process in life. And this process, I think I grew a few gray hairs already. I'm getting a little older. It's very stressful, but it's very, like I said, I'm practicing patience and sharing positive vibes and prayers. I'm learning more about myself and learning a skill that people don't have. Patience, you can't learn that in school.
No, exactly. So Gary, what do you hope people learn about you personally? What would you like them to know about you?
I'm just very thankful to be here today to share my life with the community. I'm motivated to serve others. I don't have children. My legacy is my cat. And the community is like my children or my family. I have a small family. I just feel that if anybody can learn anything about me, is that I'm open to connect, listen, share, provide valuable resources, whether it's supporting the spinal cord injury community, advocacy programs or tools or adaptive aids, doctors, mobility equipment. But the most important thing is I am a God-fearing Christian. So,
Yeah, I love that.
I hope I make it to heaven one day. I'm really trying to do the right thing. People think I have a lot of time on my hands, coming either laid up in bed or in my chair.
Yeah.
But I work my tail off, and I don't think I'm compensated for the amount of value I provide for myself and others. And with that, I hate to ask for donations for a van, but if I don't have a van that I can get in and afford, by the way, just because I raised $50,000, there will be a nice car note.
Yeah.
And I to be able to get from A to B without relying on an Uber that's not going to pick me up, or Lyft, or having to go through the hassles of riding buses. The Houston Metro does not go to Kima. It does not go to League City, our favorite town to run to. It's literally from their bus stops to bus stops to bus stops. That doesn't really work for me. And
Yeah.
especially me to get up and go and do whatever I want, whether it's a speaking engagement, visiting our small and corporate businesses in the community, that I do my social outreach with. That's something that I've developed too over the years. I'm very connected with our community. I like to embrace them, whether it's bringing motivation or inspiration or awareness to their brand or introducing new people to the community to our wonderful establishments. I can name drop like Angela's Pizza, Alan Swamp, T
That's
Road Times, Baca's. We have the Perry's Grill Steakhouse. There's just so many wonderful restaurants to enjoy. Um, I like more than Meals on Wheels. I rather, actually have a nice sit down and have a conversation and
exactly.
have a family dinner. But with that, having this gift of having a vehicle that I could drive again would free me up in the community. It's like, hey, Kelly, can you come drive your car over here, pick me up in my broken van, take me here, drop me off. I'll call you when I'm ready to get picked up.
It's
It
just
doesn't make sense. It's
hard.
chaos.
Yeah, it's hard.
Finding joy in chaos,
Yeah.
but it's getting a little. It's starting to burn out my relationships with my partners, my friends, my family,
Yeah.
and I be a burden.
Yeah.
And
No, and Gary, you're not, but I'm going to tell you something. What everybody needs to remember is that when you need help, it's hard to always ask for help, but it's okay to do it. But I'm going to tell you something. Getting your freedom back to be able to get in your own van and go whenever you want, because you just roll that wheelchair right in and drive. There's nothing like that. And we're going to get you back in one. And I want to ask you, how do people book you to speak places? Because you're a motivational speaker. How do they book you for those things?
well, they can reach out to me directly. You can find me on Facebook,
Okay.
Gary Bolton, or LinkedIn, Gary Bolton. You can call me 832-425-4971. You can reach out to the
Oops. Well, hang on. Looks like somebody else is calling him. We'll see if he makes it back on in just a minute. And if not, here we go. This is how you can give and donate to Gary. Gary Bolton's Giving Tuesday, this next Tuesday. Oh, there he is. We're just talking about you. So they can book you to speak to groups by either calling you or going to your Facebook page.
Also, if you want to be my agent, they can reach out to you.
Exactly.
But I really feel bad that this camera's going on and off, on and off.
That's okay. That's
I hope we're not on a true live, because
we are.
there's some content that is being blurred out, and that's not fair to my audience or your audience. But also, so you can go to Help Hope Live or Help Hope Live Gary Bolton.
Okay.
And you can message me there as well. I am open to doing some speaking engagements, whether it's motivational speaking or speaking to a peer or a family member that might need like a peer-to-peer mentor.
I love that.
I have a lot of mentors. One of them is my good friend Brian Swift.
Yeah.
AKA the Quad Father. He's been in a wheelchair for almost 35 years.
Wow.
He's actually a big fan of your show too.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But I consider you a mentor as well. I have a few other people. So my mentors had invested in me, and it's kind of like you the gift that keeps giving, or you pay it forward.
Yeah.
So I'm always hoarding great relationships, connections, resources.
This is what happens on live shows. It's just going to happen. So we'll see if Gary's able to come back. And if not, we're going to talk to him next week, of course. But here is the Giving Tuesday for Gary Bolton to help him gain back his freedom. We're trying to help Gary raise money to buy his wheelchair accessible van, and that he needs so desperately, so he doesn't need to ask people for help anymore for rides. That's just really important to him. If you're able to give $1, $5 on up, it does not matter. Everything helps. You can scan right here or go to Help Hope Live, Gary Bolton, or find him on Facebook, and we can help Gary do all this. So, Gary, we love you.
Orange light.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Hey, I just posted your thing up again. We're showing. So people can scan right here to go donate.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
So you can do it really short. You can go to either helphopelive.org/campaign/354, or we all like things simple, like my first name, GaryBolton.org. It'll take you right to my page. You can make a donation there. I'm actually looking for sponsors. So our small business owners out there, we're doing a pledge challenge, and we're pledging 5 to 10 businesses to fork up either $5,000 to $10,000 pledge responsibility. That means with your brand and your audience, whether we do a small event or a virtual fundraising, we're trying to raise dollar for dollar to put into the Help Hope Live campaign. That is a 501c. I can't touch the money to go buy pizza or go shop with friends. It gets stuck in a 501c3 trusted.
Mm-hmm.
When money's there, they're going to write a check to United Access, which is a reputable nationwide bronability wheelchair accessible van dealer and service provider. And with that, I will basically be able to take ownership of a vehicle that is prescribed to fit me, that is outfitted and adapted, so that I will be able to drive. Also, I will have the privilege to be a passenger or a driver.
Oh, that's nice.
And be able to take another wheelchair rider with me. So one of my good friends, a mentor, shout out to Brad Salzer. He has a minivan. He's been such a blessing, a friend of mine. He's picked me up many a times when I've been stuck, stranded. Great guy, man. We've gone skydiving. We went water skiing. We've taken road trips. We've been church. And I would like to have that privilege to pay it forward like he has done to me. I know there's other people with similar conditions or disabilities, whether they're stuck at home or in a nursing home or in a hospital. And getting out of the house is essential therapy.
Yeah.
And, if you
There you go. You're back.
Well, guys, I hate to say this. This has been definitely an adversity. I overcome adversities every single day. Trying to do this wonderful live video has been definitely a challenge, because everybody wants to call me on my phone, and I should have been wiser and had a laptop that wouldn't be disturbing me. But this is the best thing I had.
This is great. You know what? That's what makes lives so interesting. So, Gary, I want to tell you, it has been a huge blessing and honor to have you on the show today. Guys, help Gary get that van. Let's all help him. Giving Tuesday is December what?
3rd.
3rd. And scan this QR code. You can go directly. You can find him on Facebook. You can hire him for public speaking. He's amazing, but he not only wants his freedom, he wants to be able to help others gain some freedom as well, that he could help having his new van. So, Gary, all right, look, happy Thanksgiving. We love you. We're proud of you. And thank you for sharing your story today on the Kelly Williams Show. And we'll definitely talk soon, of course.
Yeah, happy holidays. Man, I wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. Kelly, we're gonna have to do another fun show.
Yeah.
Only because there's so much to share and there was so much left off, and almost feels like the mic.
All right, guys, we're going to have Gary back on the show another time. Have a great rest of your day. And thank y'all so much for watching. Give to Gary and help him get that new van. Take care, guys.